Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a CFORCE 1000 here in the dyno room at Main Street Cycle. And today we have Team MSC Headers designed and built by Vati Verico. And man, these are absolutely awesome. What we're going to do in this video is show you the install process. We're going to go back in time here in just a second, show you some before footage of the CFORCE 1000 running. We'll show you some exhaust tones because the tone is going to change as well. And we're going to get a lot more power out of these headers. Super excited about it. But first off, take a look at this quality. Wow. A lot bigger diameter, a lot more flow is going to take place. Get rid of this restriction here in the exhaust. You can get these only here at Main Street Cycle. There will be a link down in the description of this video, and you'll be able to get yours ordered for your CFORCE 1000. Let's go back to when we first started this process so we can take you along for the journey and catch you up to this point right here. All right, so now that we've got some testing done of the stock header, we have now taken, we're gonna let it cool down, of course, and we got some temperatures for you, and we got some dyno runs, all that good stuff, and now we're gonna let it cool down, then we'll take and remove everything. All Joel has done so far, just took the seat off, removed the center cover, then this one side piece, and then once things cool down a little bit, we'll remove the heat shield, and then of course the header. All right, we've just removed a few 10mm bolts up here in the top plastic. Got a little Phillips head here. Just gives us more access to get all this heat shield off. Got a bunch of tins holding all those on. Got a nut on the back side of that one. Alrighty. Sensor. Yep, we gotta remove those two sensor plug. Joe's gonna go ahead and remove this side panel as well. So we had a RJWC exhaust single out already installed on this one. So if you have your stock muffler on, then that'll be a little bit different procedure here. Remember, I would definitely, if you're getting the MSC headers, I would definitely want some aftermarket exhaust with that, with the headers as well. Remember, you can get your RJWC exhaust to go up with the MSC headers from mainstreetcycle.com. Not only do we have RJWC, but we have a few other exhaust options as well, and I'll put them all in the description of this video. So that way you don't have to guess and look around. I'll have it laid out for you in the description. All right, Joel, what size is that?
12.
12mm. Just unbolting the flange here that's going to the head. And we'll pull this out and away from the exhaust. That way we can move the whole header back a little bit. That'll give you room to pull back and twist its way out of the chassis here. There we go. Okay, so over here on the left-hand side of the machine, the gear shifter side, Joel is accessing the O2 sensor plug. Joel, which one was that?
Right here.
Clipped
It'll
up
be
right?
tied up right here.
Okay. Now unplug it. All right, you're gonna wanna take out that side cover there underneath here in the wheel well. That's gonna give you good access to the front header pipe. All right, well, that was easy. These Team MSC headers here are going to flow so much better. The diameter of the header is a lot bigger as well. Of course, we're removing this old restrictor here. More free flowing, so it's going to run cooler. We're going to be able to push air out so much better. And man, I can't wait to see what kind of power we have. Throttle response is going to be so good. This is going to be great. So now Joel's just taking all the OEM heat shield off. We're going to be able to swap that over. We'll take that off here as well, swap it over. Then we'll swap our O2 sensors over. So we're just going to go back with the same hardware. And make sure that none of the flashing is like really close to touching or something like that, in case you bent it when you pulled it out or anything like that. That way you don't have any rattles. But of course, this part here, not gonna rattle. It's good to go. So Joel just applied a little bit of anti-seize on the O2 sensor threads. We're gonna screw that in to our new header pipe and tighten it down. That one's ready to rock and roll. Bend that up some more.
We don't need no rattles.
Yep. Just make sure your heat shield has got some room between it and the header. That way we don't have any rattles. And the heat shield can do its job. Now to get your O2 sensor out, you may have to use some brute force strength there. Apply some anti-seize on it. Anti-seize goes a long way.
Sure the exhaust gasket don't fall in.
Yes, so the exhaust gasket, you want to make sure that it does not fall out. You want to get that lined up just right.
Most of the time they won't.
Okay, so he just pried that out. Yeah, so don't lose that. Pretty important. I'm trying to get the camera in there. But you just want to make sure it's in place as you bolt up the header. I'm sorry, I can't get the camera in there. All right, so Joel got the nut started there on the flange for the header. Just going around getting the other side. Now for the fun part of feeding this through. Shouldn't be as hard. All right, just line everything up. So right here for this particular nut, Joel went and got a 12mm stubby wrench. Just gives you a little more room to work with it. So now that Joel has tightened up both of the header pipes here on the heads, we now are going to plug up the O2 sensors. Just getting the wire tucked up in the place where it was, then plug up the plug, and then putting it back up where it belongs. Beautiful. All right, now we'll do the back head. Voila. Now that we have our muffler attached to the headers, we now are going to install the heat shield, and trust me, you definitely want to take the time to put all that back on as well. Even though it's going to be running cooler temperatures, the heat shield is there for a purpose. So we'll get all that shaped back into place and line up all the bolt holes, and just like you disassembled it, we'll go back and assemble all the bolts where they go. Then once you get all of your heat shield bolted back up, we start assembling our plastic. All right, so now that we have it all buttoned up, we're going to fire it up for the first time. Go ahead, Joel. Oh, yeah. Wow. Huh? I know. We don't even have the duals on it. All right, so we're gonna get some heat in it, warm it up. We'll check the temperatures just like we did before. So let us run it for a little while, get it warmed up and do some passes. And then I'll catch you up in a second. All right, now we gotta check temperatures now that we've been running it. All right, this is crazy. We just shut it off. You saw the temperature difference after the cat delete. There's no restriction here in this area. And I know that there's been several that have, mentioned about the heat on the right ankle or right calf muscle. And because that cat is right there in that area and it's super hot. But like we've been running on the dyno and it's cold, yeah. There's a little bit of warmth right here where the engine and all's at. But wow. So we're seeing massive gains in the mid-range as well as peak to peak. I mean, we gained 3 horsepower. Then if you take a look at the numbers through the mid-range, I mean, we've got, you know, over 4 horsepower gain through the mid-range here. I mean, that is fantastic. So tons of power, more torque. This exhaust is definitely well worth it. We've got some more cool things coming for the CFORCE 1000, some more performance upgrades, but this here is definitely a upgrade that we have sat here, we've used the tools that we have here to prove to you that it's worth your money. So again, that's something that we take pride in, is making sure that we show proof of all of our performance parts, show you how they perform. We show you out on the trail, we show you with the dyno, we show you horsepower numbers, we show you the proof. So we want you to know what you're getting and the money that you're investing that's actually gonna make a difference. So hey, MainStreetCycle.com, you can go and find all kinds of performance parts for your CFMOTO. The link to these headers are down in the description of this video. But other than that, you can, like I said, go to the website, search out all kinds of awesome products that we have for all of you CFMOTO owners. And we're also broadening out and doing even more stuff for Can-Am, Polaris, Honda, all of them. We've got some exciting things that are coming in the power sports industry. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We're always pushing to offer you something new, offer you something that you can customize your machine, your unit. We'd love to meet you here at Main Street Cycle. So, hey, one day make the trip, come see us. Until then, go to MainStreetCycle.com and see all that they have to offer. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you go and get you a Real Talk Power Sports t-shirt or decal. Help support the channel. The link to that is also in the description of this video. I guess that's going to do it. It's starting to get dark outside, so I'm about to pack up and head home. But God bless y'all. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.